Hello guys, this is Sammy from jvscode.net. You're welcome back to the project. So we've finally come to the last part of our project. So in this part we're going to do testing. We're going to test our project with Postman. So in our last section we've finished creating the service layer. There's the service layer we've created and the data access layer using the JPA repository. So today what we are going to do is to test the project. So let's open up Postman. So here this is Postman. So in case you've not gotten Postman installed, you can just you can go online, you can open it from the website, you can use it online, or you can download it and install on your local machine. So open Postman, and now I'm going to create new collection. Now I create a new collection here. So this collection is going to be CM system collection. So this is the name of the collection. So okay, you can see here we have our collection here, but the collection is empty right now. So let's go back to IntelliJ and run our project. But before then, let's open MySQL Workbench. So here I've created the database here, CM System DB, just like the name we set in our configuration here, in our property file here. So this is the database the name of the database we set for our project. So remember, this database must exist in your database, MySQL Workbench. So now we have created this, and I want to set this database as default, so it will be easy for us to find. Set as default. Okay, you can see that it has changed, so we can easily see it. So now if we look at this, you see that the database is empty, no table, no nothing. So now let's fire up our project. Now we are going to fire up our project. I click on this play button and our project starts building. So our project is building. Let's wait. Okay, it's building. A little bit. Okay, you can see that Hibernate has created a table in our database called customers. Okay, that's fine. We are seeing all this code because of what we set in our property file, show SQL. We are seeing this code because of the show SQL we set to true here. Because of this we set to true. This formatting. So that is why we are seeing our code very well formatted. So our project has finished, has started. So our project has started. So quickly, let's test this. Let's go to our browser and go to localhost this, localhost 8082/API/customers. So here we have nothing in our database, so we're expecting an empty array. Exactly. So here the database is empty. So if we switch over to MySQL Workbench and refresh, so we can see we have gotten a table created in our database called customers. So let's see what is inside the table. The table is empty. Okay, so let's swing over to Postman. So here this is Postman, and this is the collection we created for our testing, right? So now I'm going to my I'm going to set this to localhost, and let's add. Now let's get quickly. I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to copy this URL. Just going to copy this from here and paste it here. Paste this here. Okay. So here, the first one we are going to do is let's get the list of customers from the database. So here I hit send. We are expecting an empty array. Good. So here we have empty array because nothing in our database right now. So this is the first get. This is the first API we've tested now. So I'm going to save this. So save as. I'm going to change this name. Save as get all customers. Get all customers here. So this is the name, get all customers. And I'm going to save these. I'm going to save this to the collection we've just created. So I save it here. And if you look here, we have gotten this here. So if we want to test again, there is no need of rewriting. We just click on this here and it comes here. So this is the first one. Then number two, we are going to post. So let's change this to post. So let's add a new customer to our database. So we change this to post. Remember, the API to add new customer is /API/customers. So just like what we set in our controller. So /API/customers and with method post. So this is our post API to create new customer. So let's go back to Postman and actually add new customer. So here is our collection, and now we are going to do post. So let's change this to post. This is post already, and this is the API for creating new customer. So let's click on body and click on raw. So we are going to send JSON data to our database. So here we are going to have the customer. So what are the information? What do we need from the customer? What information do we need from the customer? So we have the first name, the last name, the email, mobile, country, city, and address. So let's go back to Postman and have this here. First name. I hope you can see this clear. First name. So we're going to do it exactly the way the variable is declared in our. So the name is going to be exactly the way it's declared here. That's how we're going to write the name here. So now we have the first name. So the first name is Morris. First name Morris. Here we put comma, and so I'm just going to copy this and paste a couple of times. Copy, paste, 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 and paste. And I'm going to reformat to make sure they are all aligned. Okay, align, and here align, and here align too. Okay, so we have the first name, and we are going to change this to last name. So the last name is going to be Zandra, and the email is going to be Maurice. Sorry, this is email, and this is going to be Maurice at email. Maurice@email.com. So this one is going to be mobile, the phone number. So it's going to be 00989787. And the country, where is the customer from? The country. So the country is going to be Vietnam. And the city is Hanoi. The city is Hanoi. So we need one to post it one. Then the address. The address is going to take the street number and the street name. So the address is number 123/345/67. And this is going to be Westlake. This is going to be Westlake Street. Westlake Street, Teho. What is spelling? Okay, Teho, yeah. So let's remove this last one here to make it valid. So let's test this. Let's post the first customer. Let's create our first customer. So now we're going to send. If everything goes fine, it's going to give us okay here. So let's hit the send button and see what happens. Here we have unsupported media type. Unsupported media type. Okay, sorry, we are going to change this to JSON. Okay, we'll change this to JSON here. And let's hit the button again. Cool. You can see here we have 200. Okay, and so we have gotten this is the customer we've just sent to the database, and we got it back. So let's swing back to MySQL Workbench to see if the customer is actually there. So let's refresh. Boom. So here we have gotten our first customer created. So let's swing back to Postman and add a couple more. So I'm going to change this name from Maurice to Alexa. Let me change to Alexa. Wood. And here, see, look at what's going to happen here. Oh, I made a mistake. This is supposed to be .com. So let's change it. So the country, let's change this country to Canada, right? Let's change it to Canada. And the address is some city. And here we're gonna have okay, change it like that and change it to some street. No, street. Let's just remove this like that. So let's change this address and hit send. Let's hit the send button, and okay, we got more. Let's create another one. So this one is going to be Jessica Forest. So now this is what I'm going to do. So take note of this. So I'm not going to change this email. Let's see if this email can be duplicated in our database. So I'm going to hit send. Boom. Here we have 500 eternal server error. So let's swing back to our console. So here we have duplicate entry of email. Duplicate empty. Remember last time we said we set this email to national ID here, national ID. So which makes it automatically becomes a unique attribute. It cannot be duplicated. So now let's change this email to Jessica at email.com. So let's fire it up. Let's go. Boom. And we have 200. Okay. So now let's swing back to our MySQL workbench and see how many customers we've created. Yeah, so we've created 3 customers. Remember, one of the customer was rejected because of duplicate email. The reason why we have this here is because this one was a mistake. I have a comma here instead of dots. So we have customer number 1, ID 2, and ID 4. Okay, so let's swing back to Postman, and so now I'm going to save this post. I'm going to save this one here, save to our collection. So if next time we want to, okay, this is post. So save as, let's save this post. Save as add customer. So it's going to be one. Add customer. So we're going to save it to this collection here. This collection is here already, so we'll save it to this. So here we have gotten 2 endpoints. One is get all customers, and the second one is create a new customer. So now we are going to get the list of customers from the database. So we just click on this, and here the API comes. So let's hit send, and we get the list of customers from our database. We're expecting 3 customers from our database, which is 1, 2, and 3. That works fine. And now let's get a single customer from our database. So we are going to get the customer number 2. Let's get customer with ID number 2. So let's hit send. Here we have the customer with ID 2, Alexa. So here we have the customer ID 2. So now I'm going to save this one here to our collection. So this one is get customer, no plural, just get one customer. Save here, save to the same collection. So here we have get all customers, we have get add customer, and we have get one customer here. So we are going to test the updates. So let's update this customer with ID number 2. So let's change this verb to put. So I'm just going to copy, this customer here. I'm just going to copy and go back to the body, raw, and JSON. Let's change this to JSON. And I'm going to paste it here. Okay, Ctrl Z, I'm going to have this and just, yeah. So I'm going to paste it here. Copy and paste it there. Okay, so this customer with ID 2, I'm going to change the name from Alexa. I'm going to change the name from Wood to, no, I'm going to change the name to Mary, Alexa to Mary. I'm going to change Alexa to Mary. Mary private. I'll change this to Mary private. So I'm going to change the email. I'm going to change the email to private. Private. The email is private, and the ID is 2. So let's hit send and see what happens. Send. Method not allowed. We got an error, method not allowed. Okay. Okay, sorry, we're supposed not to have this here. we're supposed not to have this here. This one here we're supposed not to have. We're supposed not to have /id here. Okay, so it's my bad. So now I remove this /id. So let's fire it again. Let's send it back to the database and see if it gets updated or not. Let's send. Cool. So here we have 200. Okay, we have made it private. So let's swing back to our SQL workbench and see if Alexa is here. So here, the customer with ID number 2 is Alexa Wood. So now we've updated Alexa to Mary private. Let's see. Customer number 2, Mary private. You see here. So which means this works fine. So let's swing back here and let's get all our customers from the database. Hit send. So here we have 3 customers. Now Alexa is no longer there. We have Mary private here. So let's go back to our put. So I'm going to save this as endpoint as update customer. Update customer, and I'm going to save it to our collection too. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last one is delete. So let's test the last one, which is delete customer. And the delete is pretty much the same as get a single customer. So we're going to use this single customer. So we are going to change the verb to delete customer number 2. So let's delete customer number 2. So here we have nothing to set. Let's fire this. We have 1, 200. Okay, so let's get the list of customers after deletion. Get the list of customers. Let's get the list of customers. Let's send this. So now we have just 2 customers. Customer number 2 is gone. So let's swing back over to our MySQL workbench. Here we have 3 customers here. Let's refresh. So customer number 2 is gone. We have 2 customers remaining here. So let's save these endpoints. Let's save these to our collection. Save as delete customer. Delete customer. So we're saving it to our. So we're saving this to our collection, CM system collection. So save. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the 5 API we created. The 5 API we created. Get all customers, number 1. Number 2, get a single customer. Number 3, create a new customer. Number 4, update customer. And number 5, delete the customer. So far so good. Everything is working fine. So I'm going to close all this here. I'm going to close everything here. And so now let's have our final test. So I open our collection here. So I open our collection and let me get the list of all customers. Send. We have 2 customers in our database. Let's verify. 2 customers here. We have 2 customers here. Customer with ID 1 and ID 4. So here we have a customer with ID 1 and ID 4. Number 2, let's create 1 customer. So here we open the body and let's change this. Have a new customer. Let's have Peters. Let's have Peters Johnson. And let's change this email to peters@email.com. peters@email.com. And this guy is not from Canada. This guy is from where are you from? So this guy is from From where? Okay, you're from the US. Okay, this guy is from the United States of America. So we have these, and we have some street, some city in America, and some street in America. So let's change, let's send this guy to the database. Boom. Okay, this guy is there already. Let's confirm in our MySQL workbench. Cool. So we have Peters from the United States. Okay, let's swing back to our Postman. Okay, let's swing back to our Postman, and here I'm going to save this, not save as anymore, just save the new update. So let's get one customer. Do we still have customer number 2? No, customer number 2 is gone. So here we have the customer is covered, though we didn't handle this error, so we didn't get any proper message here. But if we go back to our console, we see that the message is going to be here, right? Okay, the required. You know, last time we created this here, exception handling class. So the required customer could not be found. So this was the message we set here. Our service. So this was the message we set here. The required customer could not be found. This is the message we set for the exception here, and that is the message we got here. That is the message we got in here right now. The required customer could not be found. Works fine, right? Works fine. So now let's change this to customer number 4, customer with ID number 4. Let's send, and here we got a customer with ID number 4. It works fine, right? Okay, I'm going to save this, save the update, not save. Now let's update the customer. So customer number 2 is gone, so I'm going to change this one here to customer number 1. So remember, we have a customer number 1, a customer with ID number 1 called Maurice Zandra. So I'm going to change Maurice Zandra to, I'm going to change, where is Maurice Zandra? So I'm going to copy Maurice Zandra from here. Maurice. Okay, get all customers. Where is Maurice? Okay, this is Maurice Zandra. So I'm going to copy Maurice Zandra from here. I'm going to copy Maurice Zandra from here straight here. I'm just going to put it here, put her here. So I'm just going to put it here and change the ID. Maurice Zandra is having ID number 1, right? So I'm going to change Maurice Zandra to Sammy Zandra, and I'm going to change her email from Maurice Zandra to Sammy@email. So I'm going to correct this here to dot instead of the mistake we had last time. So let's post it and see what happens. So here I hit the send button and we have 200. Okay, now let's get our customers. So this is Maurice Zandra. Let's get our customers again. So we see Maurice Zandra has changed to Sammy Zandra with Sammy email. Correct, right? Yes, correct. So let's save the update and let's delete. Let's delete. Remember, we don't have customer number 2 anymore. So now we are going to delete Maurice Zandra, customer with ID number 1. Remember, we have Maurice Zandra, Sammy Zandra. Sorry, we've changed Maurice Zandra to Sammy Zandra. So we are going to delete Sammy Zandra with ID number 1. ID number 1. So delete. Just delete it. Okay, cool. So here we have 200. Okay, and if we go back to get all customers, we're going to see what happens. Let's send get all customers. So Sammy Zandra is gone, so we just have two customers with ID number 4 and ID number 5. So let's swing back over to our MySQL workbench to confirm. So here we're having 3 customers here, and Maurice Zandra is here. So let's refresh. So now we have just 2 customers, Jessica Forrest and Peter Johnson, with ID number 4 and ID number 5 respectively. So this brings us to the conclusion of this project. So we've succeeded creating our REST API to manage our customers, and we'll finish with the testing. So everything works well, everything works just fine. Okay guys, we're going to stop this video here. Because we have come to the conclusion of this project. We finished everything about this project. So I want to thank you so much for sticking around from the beginning of this project to the very end. And please don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. Please subscribe to this channel and help grow this channel. We are going to be having some good projects to be doing from time to time together right on this channel. And please help grow this channel by subscribing and sharing with your friends and hitting the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you can be alerted. Okay, thank you so much, and happy coding. See you soon. Goodbye.